So this is the lecture number 1 in software engineering. So far we have already discussed regarding the different type of uh, definitions of the software engineering. What is the difference between the software and the software engineering, and what is the difference between the computer science students and the software engineers. So we have already discussed regarding this. Now, how we will apply the software engineering techniques to the organization. Whenever we are going to implement any software, then first we will emphasize over the different techniques of the software engineering. We cannot implement the software directly. A programmer can write the program, but he did not apply the techniques of different software engineering. So far in this unit, we will discuss different techniques, how we will implement the different type of software, and what is the designing procedure, and what are the different types of models which we will follow. Because on the behalf of those models, we can get the good quality of the softwares as well as low price based software we can develop or implement. So in this slide, you can see here key ingredients in successful organization. So for the successful organization, there is a relationship how the customer is connected with the pupil, with the process, and with the technology. Now you know this is the advanced era of the technology. So it has the interconnectivity with the pupil. Here, pupil are the programmers, the developers means you are, means the software engineers. Okay, and how the technology is interrelated or interconnected with the pupil and the process. So process, what is the process? Here in this case, how we will develop the different type of softwares, we will use different type of methodology or the models. So this has the interconnectivity with the customer, because whenever we are going to work, then we will always work for the different type of organization or the institution or the small companies, or we can say for a single entity. So here the customer, we can act as a users. Okay, so the customer or the users have the interconnectivity with the programmers, with the process, and with the technology. Now you can see here, this is a better view or the process and the technology supporting people. How again we can see that has the interconnectivity, that is the different pupil processes technology. Now in this case, we are the programmers and we are the software engineers. We are going to provide the solution for them. Okay, here you can see that the technology processes and the pupil has the interconnectivity with the users. Okay, because we are going to provide the solution for the users for which we are going to develop the software. Now in this case, in the second diagram, here we are going to provide the solution, and this solution means here we are going to develop the different type of software as per need of the organization or the company. Now here we are going to provide the particular solution or the requisite software for the organization. So in this case, again, we have already discussed that the pyramids are stable and wages are not, because we always compromise with the quality of the product, and also we can say the price of the product which we are going to develop. Okay, so mostly whenever we are going in the market and we want to purchase any item or the product, then we always select the good quality product. Okay, so whenever we are going to purchase anything, then we first concentrate over the good quality. We want to um, consider the best quality but the minimum price. So this is our criteria. So the price of the product must be less or the economical. So we will choose our product in such a manner. So to maintain the quality and to compromise with the wages, we can say the price of the product. Then for this, for the optimization condition, we always use some sort of techniques that is called the software engineering techniques. And you know properly that the engineering, what is this? It is the technology. The engineer means just you are a person and you are going to apply the different methodology or techniques to optimize the condition. Okay, so that is called the engineering. So software engineer means just you are going to design, code, test, and then launch the product. Okay, so for these four types of processes, you are going to apply different types of methodology or the models or the techniques. So this is the criteria. Now whenever we are going to develop any product, so we will emphasize over the quality and the cost. So these are the two factors which we will consider and compromise, and we will uh, compromise up to the optimization condition. Now we have already discussed regarding this also, what is a software. Now you are already aware what is the program. It is nothing but the uh, collection of the different type of instructions, and which are going to get a particular or to solve a particular task. Okay, so software it is also a different collection of the different types of functions, we can say. Okay, or the instructions, and which is going to solve our problem, which is going to solve a particular task. But what is the difference between the software and the program? The program is also solving a particular problem. Okay, and software also. But what is the difference between these two? There is a involvement of the fruitful documentation during the development of the software. So whenever we are going to develop the software, then we will always apply the techniques of the software engineering. Okay, and it has the proper documentation during the development of the software. And whenever we are going to develop the program, so then there is a scarcity of the documentation during writing the program, and it is up to the programmer whether he is adding some documentation or not. Okay, so this is the main difference between the computer science student and the software engineer. So what is the difference? Just he is going to write only the program. He is not concentrating or emphasizing over the different techniques of the software engineering. So the computer science students, he will also consider the theoretical portion, and he is not going to concentrate over the different techniques of the software engineering. And you are the software engineer. Okay, so then you are going to develop the project, but you will work along with the proper documentation, and you will also involve the technology or the techniques of different software engineering which are proposed or designed by the IEEE organization. So there is the IEEE organization, okay, so which developed already some rules and regulation or the protocols, and according to those protocols, just you are going to develop the software. Okay, so at the primary level, we will see that how we will develop the software, what are the different techniques of the software engineering, what are the different techniques which are developed or created by the IEEE organization. Okay, so the IEEE organization is nothing but the International Electrical and Electronics Engineers. Okay, so this is the organization which in the USA which developed a lot of rules and regulation for the software engineering and other engineering products. Okay, so those techniques or the rules and regulation or the protocols, we must follow during the development of the software product. Okay, because we are the software engineer, so we are the software engineers, so we will concentrate over the rules or regulation or the protocols which are developed or created by the IEEE organization for the development of the different type of software product. Okay, and software product maybe the application software or the system softwares or the firmware. Okay, in the midway, there is also one terminology that is called the firmware. And firmware, you have already aware by this term. Software, you know already. Hardware, you know already. Okay, and what is the firmware? Firmware is there is some sort of programs which are written by you. Okay, written by the software engineers or the programmers, and for those programs just you are going to store in the form of the ROM. Okay, just you are going to store those programs, and you are using as the microcontrollers or different types of device drivers. Okay, and device drivers or the microcontroller which are nothing but the interface between the hardware and the software. Okay, so this is the middleware, you can say this is the middleware, and this is called the firmware. Okay, so this is the one of the terminology. So you must differentiate between these. Okay, first is called the software and software, and whenever we will divide, then first is called the system programs, and another is called the application programs, and third one is the firmware that lies in the midway of these. So now we will again return to our topic, what is the software. And now you can see in this image here, what is the image. Just you can see there is a computer and there are some sort of books, and whenever you are going to combine these two technologies, that is the computers and the books, here you can see that is from the books you can take the help to write some sort of programs, and on the system just you are going to run those programs. Okay, and you are going to follow the proper rules and protocols, and you are also providing some sort of documentation. So this is called the software. Now you can see here computer programs and associated documentation. So we have already discussed regarding this. What is the computer programs and associated documentation? So documentation, what is the documentation? Because if you are going to develop your software, it must be a very much user friendly. Okay, so user friendly means just you are going to enrich your software with a proper documentation. Okay, if there are number of such type of user friendly functions, and there is no need to follow some sort of manuals or such things, then the user can directly understand about and can use your software easily. Okay, so that is called the very much enriched user friendly software. So this is called the software, and you can see here how this we can combine. Now the software product may be developed or a particular customer, or may be developed for a general market. So now you are already aware, just you are developing some sort of project, you are also you have already done the minor project, and you are going to develop the major project. Then your major project, it is a sort of software, and it will do a particular task, and this is dedicated for a particular organization, or we can say that for a particular hall or the institute, and so on. Okay, so this is called the software product, because it is solving the particular problems for a particular organization. It is a dedicated one. So that is called the software product, and that can be developed by the programmers or the software engineers. And in that, you are also following different types of protocols or rules or regulation. Okay, so you are applying the software engineering techniques, because at the very starting, just you are going to develop the software, and before that you are making the flow chart, etc., and after that you are designing the software, and that software developed by you based on the some sort of models. Okay, so if you are using some sort of models to design or code or testing, then that is called the proper software product if you are following the proper rules and regulation. Now, software product may be a generic or the codes developed to be sold to a range of different customers. Okay, so if this is a particular type of software which you are going to sold to a range of different customers, and now you can sold out such type of software for a different type of customers. Uh, and another custom developed for a customer according to their specification. Now the one of the best example, you are using a number of operating system, and in the operating system, whether it is a Windows operating system or the Unix or the Linux or other Android, you are using different types of operating system. So this is the general software, we can say the generic software, and this, such type of system software is used by all type of customers or worldwide. Okay, in those softwares we are not going to say to anybody that there is a some problem, and just we want to add some other functions, because it is not solving our purpose. Okay, so such type of in which you can change or add, or you can call to the programmer, and you are telling that some sort of problems it is these are coming. So the such type of softwares are called the dedicated one, or the custom softwares, that is developed for a customer according to their specification. So this is for a particular shop or for a particular organization, and you are telling that I need such type of software, so that that must be dedicated to a particular organization. So that is called the custom based software, and another is called the generic software. And in the generic software, this is the worldwide software, and you can use worldwide and by the every customer. So such type of examples of system softwares are called the different types of operating system, that is called the Windows operating system, Linux operating system, and Android based operating system. Okay, now just we are coming to the topic that is called the engineering. Okay, and you are already aware uh, what is the term engineering. So engineering is the application of scientific principles and the methods to the construction of useful structure and machines. Now engineering is the terminology which it is a word which we can use everywhere. Okay, so then there are a number of examples, and you can count the number of branches in even in your university, polytechnic, or the engineering college, anywhere. Now mechanical engineering, computer engineering, civil engineering, chemical engineering, electrical engineering, nuclear engineering, and aeronautical engineering, and so on. Okay, there are a number of engineering. Now, to which branch you are applying the application of scientific principles and methodology, or the methods to the construction of useful structure and machines. Now there are a number of examples. So we can say the engineering, it is nothing but a technique you are going to apply to any branch. Okay, to any field. So that is called the engineer. Now you are engineer, you are a software engineer, because you are going to develop the softwares. Okay, you are not a simple programmer, you are a software engineer, because you are developing the program with the systematic approach, and along with the different type of protocols that is developed by the IEEE organization. You are not a simple programmer, you are a software engineer. So this is the difference between the programmer and the software engineer. Programmer just going to write the simple programs or the long programs, but he or she will not concentrate over the technology or over the systematic approach. He or she will not concentrate over the quality or the price, or we can say whether it is a economic for the customer or not. Okay, but The software engineer, you are the software engineer, so you will take care of such type of points. Okay, these are the basic characteristics for the software engineers. Now, software engineering, this is the one of the 35 years old, we can say. This is the history of the software engineering NATO conferences. Okay, in the German 7 to 11, 1968, so, and 1969. So, software engineering term, it will came into practice. Okay, the reality is it is a final beginning to arrive. Okay, computer science won the scientific basis. Years of studies, experience, statistics provide basis too. So we can say the difference between the computer science and the software engineers. So this is the history, and many aspects have been made systematic. Okay, so we will apply the systematic approach. And what is the systematic approach? We will use the different methods, methodologies, techniques, languages, tools, processes. Okay, so many aspects have been made systematic. Now you are the software engineer. So you will use the systematic approach. And what is the systematic approach? You will apply the methods, methodologies, techniques, languages, tools, processes. Okay. Now why engineer software? The problem is complexity. Okay. Why engineer software? Then what is this? Whenever you are going to develop any software, then the problem will come of the complexity. How you are going to develop the software is complex. Okay, so you will also calculate the complexity of the software. Okay, and it will also depend on the size. Okay, size of the program, size of the software. Size of the software means that a software contains number of lines. Okay, it may be 10 lines, or it may be 1 million lines. So this is called the size of the software. Okay, so size of the software is a key. Okay, so how we will calculate the number of lines it contains, a program contains. So there are two basic rules. We will calculate the complexity of the software and the size of the software. Now we can see here Mozilla contains 3 million lines of code. Okay, you know already what is the Mozilla. Mozilla Firefox, you are already aware. These are the browsers. Okay, so Mozilla contains 3 million lines of code. So whenever uh, it was written, then it contains 3 million lines of code. So this is called the size of the software. Okay, Unix contains 4 million lines of code. So this, thus here the size of the product is, or we can say the size of the software is 4 million lines. Similarly, Windows 2000 contains 10 to the power 8 lines of code. So this is the size of the software. Okay, so similarly, you can also check what is the size of your minor project or the major project. Okay, or whatever you are going to develop the software. Then you can check the total number of lines, that is called the size of the software or the product. Now whenever you know about the size of the software, then you can also calculate the complexity of your software. So there is a formula to calculate the complexity, and hopefully in the next chapter, I will, uh, even in the last of this chapter, I will tell you about the total number of lines, how you can check the total number of lines of the software, and how will you calculate the complexity of the software. Okay, and for using such type of complexity or the size. And another one is the second is role and combinatorics of state. Third is uncertainty of inputs and their timing. Fourth is the continuing changing environment and demands. Okay, so software engineering is about managing all the sources of complexity to produce effective software. So what is the software engineering? With the help of the software engineering techniques, you can calculate the size of the software, you can calculate the complexity of the software. Okay, and at the end of this chapter, I will tell you different models to calculate the size of the project and to calculate the complexity. So software engineering is about managing all the sources of complexity to produce effective software. Zamir, please stop this. So software engineering in a nutshell, development of software systems whose size complexity warrants team engineers. Now this is again the history of the software engineering and scope and the goal. Okay. So what is the scope? Study of software process, development or management, principles, techniques, tools, and notations. Okay. What is the goal? Production of quality software delivered on time within budget. Okay. I am also going to take your here attendance because it may be sometime close the Zoom. So what is the goal? Production of quality software. So a software engineer always concentrate over the quality of software, as I told you. Okay, delivered on time. This is our duty. So first we will maintain the quality of software and we will deliver the software in time. Okay, and within budget means it must be economic, satisfying customers' requirements and users' need. So first we will design the software on the behalf of the requirements and the needs of the users. Okay, so it is our duty, we must satisfy the customer requirements and users need. So this is the goal of software engineer. And what is the scope? For the scope, we will use different type of process, development or management principles, techniques, tools and notations. Okay. Now we can see what does a software engineer do. Software engineer, what are the different functions of the software engineer. Now you can see here software engineer should adopt systematic and organized approach to all aspects of software development. Okay, so it is our duty to develop the systematic and organized approach to all aspects of software development. So whenever we will design or develop our software or code our software or test our software, so we will follow the systematic approach. Okay, use appropriate tools. So we will, of course we will use the appropriate tools and techniques, and that will depend on the problem to be solved, development constraints and the resource available. So what are the different type of resources available and how we will solve the problem. Okay, and what are the different type of development constraints. So there are boundaries whenever we are going to develop anything. So there are boundaries and constraints or the restrictions which we will follow. Third one is the understand and communicate process for improved software development within their organization. So understand and communicate processes for improved software development, and for this we will uh, do some sort of training. Okay, and we will apply in our environment for the development of the process or the software. Be effective team members and or leaders. So you must be a part of the your team and must be effective team members or the leader. Can be very technical or more managerial depending on organizational need. So of course you are a software engineer, so you must have a deep knowledge about the language whatever you are using or in which you are uh, going to develop the different type of softwares. Okay, so very technical or more managerial depending on organizational need. So what are the different type of organizational needs. So you must follow those. Now, what is the difference between the software engineering and the computer science? So I have already told regarding this. Computer science and the software engineering is concerned with theory and fundamentals. Okay, now you can see here, computer science, it deals with the theory and fundamentals. Okay, however, software engineering, the practicalities of developing, delivering useful software. So this is your duty. Now you can differentiate between the computer science student and the software engineer. Okay, so computer science, you can call the programmer or software engineers, means now this is the major difference. Okay, so computer science, the branch which deals with the theory and fundamentals, and software engineering, the practicalities. Here you are going to apply those theory and fundamentals, okay, for the development of the software and to deliver the useful software at the end of the users or the organization. Okay, so this is the difference. Now computer science theories are currently insufficient to act as a complete underpinning for software engineering, but it is a foundation for practical aspects of software engineering. So you can say, because computer science based on the theories or the fundamentals, but those theory and fundamentals acts as practical aspects for the software engineers. Okay, so that's why there is a difference between the computer science and the software engineering. Now you can see here what is the difference. So you are more practical than the computer science students. Don't think that the another your colleague is the computer science students or the MCA or the PDCA or the PGDCA and must have the good knowledge in the development. You are the software engineer, you must have more knowledge because you are practical one. Okay, you are applying the techniques and you are also in the development, as well as you are also following the protocols which are developed by the IEEE organization, even though the computer science students are not aware by the systematic approach. So this is the difference. Okay, so what is the difference between the software engineering and system engineering? So software engineering here is a part of system engineering. Okay, what is the difference? Software engineering is a part of the system engineering because you are working for a system. Okay, you are a part of the system. So software engineer, because you are going to develop different type of software for a particular organization, for a particular system. So software engineering is a part of the system engineering. And what is the system engineering? System engineering is concerned with all aspects of computer based system development, including, okay, including hardware, software, process engineering. So system engineering, what is this? It concerned with the hardware, software, and process engineering. So you must have both knowledge. Okay, you are not like a computer science students. You are not a simple programmer. You are a software engineer. Means you must have the knowledge regarding the hardware, software, process engineering, systematic approach you are going to apply. You are going to develop any software with the systematic approach. You are following the protocols which are developed by the IEEE organization. Okay, so system engineers are involved in system specification, architectural design, integration, and deployment. So system engineers are involved in, again I am telling, system specification. You must be aware by the specification, architectural design, integration and deployment. Okay, means designing, coding, testing and integration, and then deployment of the software. Okay, sold out to the market. So this is your characteristics of the software engineer. Okay, so software engineer, it is a part of the system engineering, and you now here you can see the system engineers are involved in everything. Now what are the different difficulties, and I will take this in the next lecture, that is the lecture number 2. Okay, so any question please tell me.
सर इस यूनिट की आपने पीडीएफ सेंड कर दी?
हेलो,
सर इस यूनिट की आपने पीडीएफ सेंड कर दी?
पीडीएफ
जी सर।
आएगी किस चीज की?
तो जो सर आप ये सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर मतलब ये पढ़ा रहे हैं आप सब्जेक्ट को, सर इसका मतलब
After
इसके
finishing
लिए।
this unit, I will give you the notes of the unit number one. Okay, so don't worry about the notes. First, you concentrate over the and join each and every lecture. That is very important. I am taking the attendance even though, but you have to concentrate in the class. Again, I am
नहीं सर
taking.
वो
Now it is going to stop this one because only a few seconds are left.